Now guys, I've been receiving a lot of questions on my videos asking me if you guys were receiving a $400 check tomorrow, and if there will be a $200 increase in your monthly Social Security benefits. Now if you want to find out the answers to all of these questions, then be sure to stay until the end of this video. Remember folks, the whole goal of this channel is to provide you with the most up-to-date, reliable stimulus check news, and all of the latest news surrounding your Social Security benefits. I want to see every member of my community receive a $400 stimulus check, and I believe that the Social Security benefits should be increased by $200 a month. And if you guys agree with me, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Okay everybody, so if you're still waiting to receive a stimulus check, the IRS says this: you should finally see your money today on Wednesday, April 14th. The IRS says that today, direct stimulus payments will be going out to veterans and their beneficiaries who receive compensation and pension benefit payments. And if you guys don't normally file a tax return, the IRS said this: the majority of your stimulus checks will be sent electronically. If you are seeing an April 14th payment date on the IRS Get My Payment tool, that is very good news everybody. You should be really happy for this, because it is very likely that you'll be receiving your stimulus payment today. And I'm so happy for all of you. Now if you guys receive your VA benefits on a Direct Express card and do not file a tax return, that means that the IRS says that you will get a payment deposit on that card. But if you have direct deposit on file with the IRS, you may have already received your third stimulus check. The IRS also says that it will use the information from the Department of Veteran Affairs to get the payment sent to you as fast as possible, and maybe even sent to your Direct Express account. In addition folks, the IRS noted that the direct payment is not counted as income for determining VA benefits. And we are now waiting for the fourth batch of stimulus payments to be sent out. But if you guys now receive a stimulus check by the end of this week, please make sure to contact the IRS to make sure to have the correct information on file. And if you guys think that the IRS must do a better job of sending out stimulus payments, then leave me a comment down below saying I agree. Now last week folks, the IRS said this: 1 million plus of payments were sent out, and additional ongoing supplement payments for people who have already received a stimulus check based on their 2019 tax returns are being received by people across the country. Now if you are expecting a plus of payment, the IRS says it will deliver your plus of payment via direct deposit if you did receive your stimulus check that way. But if you receive your third stimulus check through the mail, then you may get a supplement payment by mail. But folks, for the latest news surrounding your tax benefits or tax credits, the IRS said it wasn't sure if it will be able to begin sending payments out to families in July. According to the IRS, they'll be ready to start monthly child tax credit payments in July. IRS Commissioner Chuck Reddick says that if we end up not being on track for some unforeseen reason, for some unforeseen situation, we will advise you and the committee. You are eligible to receive the full credit if you have children or dependents and an AGI of less than $75,000. If you are a married couple filing jointly, they need to have an AGI of less than $150,000. If you earn more money than that, the extra benefit will begin to phase out. The benefit ceases for individuals earning $95,000 and up. But in order to receive the credit, you must file a 2020 tax return. If a family doesn't file a 2020 return, the agency will not have the information that it needs to deliver you the credit. Vice President Kamala Harris did say on Twitter today that nearly 10 million Americans are still unemployed. With a once-in-a-generation investment in our country's infrastructure, the American Jobs Plan will put our nation back to work. But thankfully everybody, the unemployment rate has declined over the past year. And as of March 2021, the jobless rate was only 6%. But it is still very important for lawmakers to provide additional relief to Americans, as the crisis is still ongoing. Now everybody, here's what you have to know about your $200 increase in Social Security benefits. I personally believe that anyone who receives Social Security and other federal benefit programs should receive an extra $200 per month. According to the SSA, the average monthly Social Security check for retired workers was around $1,600. And the Assistant Deputy Commissioner of the SSA also announced that Americans can expect to see their Social Security benefits and SSI payments rise by an outstanding 1.3% in 2021. Now this extra $200 per month would add $4,000 in the pockets of seniors and people with disabilities. Now folks, if you're married and claiming Social Security early, you're basically cutting your benefits in the process. And that could put your spouse in a very uncomfortable situation down the line. Your spouse will be entitled to survivor's benefits from Social Security. Specifically, your spouse will be entitled to a benefit that equals the amount that you collect each month. If you claim your benefits early and reduce them in the process, you will leave your spouse with less income and more stress to grapple with. But of course, if you and your spouse do have a solid level of retirement savings, and your spouse plans to hold down a job during his or her senior years to stay occupied and generate income, then you may have more flexibility as to when you sign up for Social Security benefits. By the way, everybody, it's important to think about your spouse's needs and strategize together before you rush to claim benefits.
Infrastructure, and as you've heard us all say repeatedly already, only 6% of it is about roads and bridges. More money in there for electric cars than what most Americans think is infrastructure. But what I want to focus on in particular is the 2017 tax bill, the enormous success that it brought to our country. If you go back to February of 2020, the month before the pandemic hit, we had the best economy we had in 20 years. I think we had 3.5% unemployment. The big driver of that economic success was the 2017 tax bill. People have a tendency to focus on the corporate rates, but let's look at the other things they would do. Take the estate tax, for example. The exemption currently in the law for estates is about $11 million per person. What that does is allow family farms and small businesses to be passed down to the next generation without, in effect, being confiscated by the federal tax structure. In addition to that, the way the estate tax works, if you acquire an asset early in life and it builds up over the years, you're not taxed on the inside buildup. But alas, in the proposal that the Democrats have put together, you'd be taxed on the inside buildup of a lifetime. The exemption would be lowered to $1 million, which may sound like a lot of money to some people, but not if you've got a small business or a family farm. And then they'd apply on top of that, above the exemption, an enormous 40% rate. The point of this is, this tax bill of 2017, undone, would create an extensive loss of jobs in our country, do exactly the wrong thing, and move us in the wrong direction. What should we be doing? Others can address it. Infrastructure is popular. We need to have an infrastructure bill as big as we're willing to credibly pay for without going back and undoing the 2017 tax bill. It took
That's all of the news in this video, everybody. Hope all of you found this video useful and helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and leave me a comment down below.